So in today's video, I'm going to talk about all the things that can change our life, literally, from wherever we are to wherever we want to go. So the first thing that we need to understand is our old identity. A lot of people repeat the same behavior forever throughout their life, and they never think about changing. So you have to understand your loop, your identity, like whatever you believe about something. Like I used to be afraid of public speaking earlier. It was my old identity. But then when I understood, when I accepted this fact that I can change the way I speak before public, then I improved myself a lot. So I started working on public speaking and I started practicing and improving, and then I became better. So the first thing in changing your life is recognizing your identity. When you recognize your identity, the identity that are stopping you from getting ahead, from improving yourself, is the time you start changing your old identity. So the first thing that everybody needs to do if they want to change their life is to understand their identity, their old patterns, whatever they believe in, whatever they think about. And once you understand, the second thing is you have to be curious about what you want. A lot of people want to change their life, but they are not curious a lot. They want to change their life. It's a wishful thinking for them. But then the people who change their life, who improve their life, who achieve something, are the people who become very curious about it. They are so curious. They become so curious that they will do everything that they need to do to change their life and achieve whatever they want to achieve. A lot of people are not curious. So you have to be curious, you have to be hungry enough, you have to want it bad enough that you can change your life. Then the third thing is, once you become curious, now you have to change the information in your brain. A lot of people, they live in the same environment with the same thought. And how can you change your life? How can you live a new life, a completely different life from the same information that is lying in your brain? So you have to change the information you have in your brain. How would you change the information in your brain? It's simple, but not easy for everybody. So you have to do two things generally to change the information you have in your brain. The first thing is you have to spend time with the people who are somehow improving yourself, somehow helping you achieve your goal. If you're spending time with people who are not helping you anyway in achieving your goal, then it's just a waste of time. So you have to spend time with the people who are of growth mindset, who are willing to improve themselves. And you have to leave all those people, all those old people who are not somehow improving whatever you want to improve. The second thing you can do to change the information you have in your brain is to consume the right stuff. Start reading things that will help you serve your purpose, achieve your purpose. You have to read about great people. If you want to build a business, if you want to build wealth, then you have to read about all those people who have already built great wealth in their life. So when I wanted to change my life, I wanted to change my identity, I started doing what? I started reading about great people like Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, Napoleon Hill, Elon Musk, and other people. And when I read about them, slowly I had a lot of misconception about wealth and money and career and business. It slowly changed. So if you want to change the information you have in your brain, you have to do these two things. First is start spending time with people who are somehow improving, somehow better than you. The second thing is you have to read about great people. You have to watch their videos, you have to watch their interviews. Only then you will come up with new thoughts, new information. So when you change the information you have inside, your thought changes. Now you're thinking about something else. Earlier you're limited by your thought patterns. You were not able to think something outside the box, but now you're able to think what is outside the box. Now you're able to think that you can do something great if you want to. I have seen people, earlier they did not want to improve their communication, but when I started teaching them about the communication and how easily they can improve their communication, slowly their thought changed inside their brain, and then they started thinking about what they should do to improve their communication. Rather than thinking that they cannot improve their communication, they started thinking, what are the ways? What should I do? What should I read? What should I practice? Who should I talk to? They started thinking completely differently. When your thought changes, your imagination changes. You start imagining picture of what you want to do, where you want to achieve, how it would look like that you want to achieve. And when the picture in your brain changes, what happens is your picture in the brain, whatever you're thinking about, if you're thinking about fear, it will produce the image of that image will produce the fear of the emotion of fear. So if you're thinking about, if you're inspired by something, if you're inspired by some images, if you're inspired by your future, then your image that you have in your brain of your future is going to create new emotion. And that emotion is so powerful that will push you toward the action. A lot of time we want to do something, but because we do not have that kind of imagination and that kind of thought, it stops us from taking the action. Because our emotion says that you are not capable, this is not the right time, you need to prepare more, you need to be perfect, you have to have a lot of knowledge, this will stop you. But when your emotions are with you, it gives you power, it gives you a push. If it will push you towards some great action. And when your emotion is working for you, your action becomes effortless. Now, whatever you do, you don't have to put a lot of effort, even though other people think that this person is putting a lot of effort, but it is very effortless for you. In my case, earlier when I started reading books, because I was not connected with that, it was very difficult to read a book, to understand that. But when I started understanding why should I read a book, what is the benefit of it, how it's going to improve me, it changed the way I think, and then the action I was taking. And I started reading more pages in a day. Then when you take some action for a long period of time, when you write one page for a long period of time, for years, when you do something, when you speak before public, for more times, when you do something again and again and again, repeatedly do something, that becomes your habit. And when something becomes your habit, and if you follow it for years, let's say for 5 years, for 10 years, then it becomes identity. Now, because you write daily 100 words or 200 words every day for 2 to 3 to 5 years, 10 years, now it has become your identity that you can write and you are a writer. If you paint for long enough, you become a painter. If you speak for long enough, you become a speaker. And that identity is gonna create the reality you want. All the reality that we see now, that is before our eyes, all the outcome that we produce, all the outcome that we get in our life is the part of this identity. Your identity allows you to take the action effortlessly. Because if you do not believe that you can do something, your own identities are going to stand against you. And that is the trouble. When you change a new identity that is actually working for you, that gives you the ability, the situation to create the new outcome that you want. And if you follow all those things that I have talked about, means breaking your old identity, then coming up with questions that can help you change your life, change your habits. And when you have new curiosity, when you have curiosity about something, it changes the information in your brain. And when you change the information in your brain, it actually changes your thought. And when you change your thoughts, it changes your imagination. And when your imagination changes, it changes your emotion. Your emotion produces new action, effortless action. And when you act on something regularly, it becomes your habits. And whatever you do for a long period of time, it becomes your identity. And all the outcome that is produced and that is created in your life is through your identity. So if you change the information, you can change the outcome in your life. That's it for now.